Hey, slashers and scream queens, and welcome to the space. Welcome to space.
Welcome. And guess what?
What?
We're going to be talking about horror movies, but nobody can hear them.
Because in
Except y'all.
space,
Except y'all over there.
no one can hear you scream.
Bitch.
Or cream.
Oh my
Ooh.
God. Whew, it got hot in here all of a sudden, bitch, in space.
It's me. Well, we got to keep our body temperatures high because that's how the facehuggers can't
low. We
sense
gotta
us.
keep them.
No, it was high.
It was high or low?
Because the room was hot.
But they were shivering.
Huh?
They were shivering.
No, they weren't. We're already disagreeing.
God damn it. Well, I'm your film daddy, John.
And I will say the temperature was 95, so I think it was pretty hot in there.
Celsius?
No, Fahrenheit.
Fahrenheit.
You're
Damn.
welcome. I'm Carlos, your horror daddy.
Yeah, you did. Okay. And what movie did we watch today?
Alien Romulus.
The very highly anticipated, directed by the king himself, Fede
Yup.
Alvarez.
Yup.
I mean, y'all heard it last episode. If y'all heard it, we were so excited. I mean,
The hype was there. And let me say, I did not walk out disappointed.
not at all.
Fede 3 for 3 at this point.
Well, he did have a miss right in the middle.
Well, I
of
said
that.
3 for 3. I didn't count the fourth one. Okay?
You only count the hits, not the misses.
Not the sequels. Okay? Okay. That was a sequel.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Okay.
Oh my God! So you did just finish watching it.
I sure did.
I watched it on Friday,
You
and
sure
I
did.
immediately was like, "Hey, I'm gonna text you like a GIF or something," and that's all I'm gonna say about the movie. And I sent you Homelander saying it's perfect, perfect, every little detail.
I liked your girlfriend's GIF.
That was her face the entire movie. She was doing like a scared face because she was screaming in that theater.
Oh, I was, and I through all of Twitter, like I kept seeing people saying like the third act this and this and this.
Yep.
And I'm like, what the fuck is happening in the third
I
act?
was hoping. I was like, I literally told her, I'm like, I really hope Carlos doesn't get spoiled. I was
No,
like, he needs to
no.
get out. Just
I didn't at all.
Good.
I didn't. It's more of people tweeting the third act with like a meme of some sort of someone screaming
Yep.
or what the hell is even that? Like I was like, what's happening in the third act? I need to know.
Oh my God, that third act. That's a moment that shocked the hell out of me. I literally froze and I thought it was just staring at me. I was like, "What the fuck?" Let's not say it right what it is now.
Okay.
But
Okay.
in case someone just wants to listen in.
I just feel like he called back one of the movies, and
Yes.
it's very like, haha, thank you.
Yeah, I will say there's a lot of talks online about like how this is just a fan service movie. So like, I was seeing a lot of like people that review movies like very like that's all their content is like being like, oh, this is like mid tier because it's like, yeah, it's action and horror and sci-fi, but it's just fan service and other movies have done this, so it's not anything new. And I'm like, I mean, I haven't seen every movie, I'll be honest, but like, I feel like it wasn't that bad. Like, I knew the call outs for the first and at least the second one, but like for the rest of the franchise, I felt like maybe there was little hints in here and there.
Yeah, but yeah, and I feel like this one still feels like its own movie.
Yeah, like I could watch this and understand what's happening. So I don't know. Like at least watch the first one and you'll understand. The most
everything. This franchise does that keeps repeating itself is let's just shoot it out into space.
That's true. Hey, when you're in space, that's the best thing you can do.
Yep.
You want to kill anything? Shoot it to space.
And 5 out of the 8 movies do it. So
yeah, I mean, does Leprechaun in space do that?
Oh well, I don't know that one. I don't know about that one. But Alien does it. Aliens does it.
That's true.
Let's see. Resurrection does it at the
Oh,
end.
damn.
Covenant.
Oh yeah,
Covenant does it. Prometheus does not.
I don't think they have because they have the one at the end.
Okay, I was right. 5 out of the.
So, yeah.
So this one.
Damn. Hey,
So.
but I feel like that.
So.
Alien is
and
not
I'm not-
even by itself. I think every space movie does that eventually.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying. It's what you can do when you're out there.
Yeah, there's not much.
No.
Especially when the thing that you shoots acid at you. Yeah, you're kind of fucked.
Exactly. But directed, written by Fede Alvarez, and there was another writer. Let me pull that up real quick.
I have the casting here.
Sorry, I was not prepared because I'm just so excited
It's
right now.
Rodo Sayagues.
Yes.
Sayagues. Which I think he also said he co-writes with him, so all his film has been co-written by him as well.
Oh yeah, they have been. Don't Breathe.
And they work perfect together. I mean, Fede Alvarez is a very talented filmmaker. Say whatever you want. Evil Dead 2013 is a fantastic movie.
So is Don't Breathe.
Don't Breathe, incredible. Which I have to show
You
my
know.
girlfriend.
Oh my god! Can you guys stay? Can we watch it after?
Bitch, I'm tired. I'm gonna go home and sleep.
Fede likes to throw you off on third acts. I'm just realizing
it's
that.
like that's his thing. He likes to do that, and I love that. Because in every movie, there's always, even in Don't Breathe, you don't know.
The third act gets kind of crazy.
It's fucking weird.
And it's like,
crazy.
what's happening?
Yeah.
Huh.
And I love that.
Yeah.
I was watching this movie and I felt like it was done. Like once we see her like in the Ripley like underwear like outfit, I was like, oh, okay, we're done with the movie.
That's when I was like, no, something else is happening because it's happened to Ripley.
Yeah. And I'm like, oh, I see.
Now, was that what I was expecting? I will tell you what I was expecting when we get to that. I don't want to say it just yet in case, but I'll tell you what I was expecting from the third act.
Okay. I wasn't expecting shit. I thought the movie was going to be over.
I was expecting something to happen, but not what happened.
I see.
That threw me off.
Yeah. It's fucked up. It's like so creepy. It's like, have all the other aliens been like this horror? I feel like like the first one you could say maybe it's horror for sure because it has the scares. But
So 3 it's weird because so 3 it's like Ripley ends up on this planet and there's filled with rapists and murderers and she's the only woman there.
Oh, okay, I see.
So it's
the allegory of alien basically.
And then a xenomorph that's the first time we get the quadruple xenomorph. So it's like the dog one.
Yes.
And that movie's more of the xenomorph kind of just running around the prison killing people.
I see.
The thing that I don't like about that movie, it doesn't really look that good. Like the alien parts, at least.
Is that the one with like the like that skull alien baby?
No, that's the fourth one.
Oh, fourth one.
Now that weird one, I actually like that one a lot because it's just weird.
Yeah.
And it shows a lot of xenomorph because at this point we're in the fourth movie. Stop trying to hide it.
Exactly.
Let's just show us the xenomorph. I already know what it looks like.
I was afraid this movie was gonna do that.
Yeah, a lot of people don't really like the xenomorph design on this. But I'm one of those that I'm like, I don't see it. The difference, you know. But then the alien thing happens at the baby.
The baby,
and it's like, what the fuck? And I think that's the first alien movie I ever saw, and that alien baby freaked me the fuck out as a kid.
It's fucking creepy. Yeah. It has emotion. It goes.
And then after that is just Alien versus Predator 1 and 2, and then the prequels. But like, actually, I won't say this until we get to the end.
Okay. Yeah. So
just remind me.
So just letting you guys know, he just finished watching this movie. I watched it on Friday. So like, if we're a little organized, we're mostly gonna be talking about some of the scenes and basically what we feel about the movie. And
we're gonna be talking about like what we like, the scenes we like.
Yeah, because this movie's basically perfect.
We're gonna be everywhere. This movie is a perfect movie.
So like, we both loved it. So if you guys haven't watched it, you definitely should go out there and fucking show it some love because it is fantastic.
Yeah, I'm gonna have the wiki open just in case I get kind of lost and something.
Yeah, that's no problem. I'm gonna go through down the cast. So first we got our final girl, our main character, Kaylee Spaney. I think so. As Rain. She's
from Priscilla.
Yes, she's from Priscilla. I've been seeing a lot online. Oh, Pacific Rim and the Craft remake.
Oh, yeah. I haven't seen that one.
Yeah, I haven't seen it. Yeah, she's fantastic. We have David Johnson as
Love him.
Andy, which my favorite fucking character. My God, I wanted to protect that man the entire fucking movie.
I know. Even when he turned, I was like, okay, can we not?
Yeah, I was like,
can we not hate you?
Him? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. We got Archie Renault, Daddy himself, as Tyler. We got Dora the Explorer. Isabella Mercedes as Kay.
Yeah.
She was also in Madam Web.
You know Archie was in Morbius?
Huh?
Wow, bringing Marvel all together.
It's Sony. Oh. Sony is letting them go and Fox is taking them over.
That's true.
Damn, that's crazy.
Spike
Fern as Bjorn. He deserved it.
Daddy Tudo.
It's the accent.
Yeah.
It's the fancy English. Aileen Wu as Navarro. Loved her. Amazing. She hasn't. I mean, unless she's done show. I've seen Skin here from
honestly, let me
year.
get this out of my chest. I loved all of them.
They're all great characters.
Yeah.
Even if you're supposed to hate them, they did a good job.
Yeah.
Like, there's no complaints.
No.
So
this is like Evil Dead, but in space.
Literally the entire time, I'm like, this feels like 2013, just Alien.
Mm-hmm.
Literally what it was.
We have the tropes.
Yep. They even did Sam Cam at one point.
The same amount of people.
Yep. Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah. And whoa. It's like the group of friends are going to a abandoned spaceship in the middle of nowhere. Evil Dead 2013.
And instead of opening the book, they raise the temperature in the room and the face huggers get loose.
Yep.
Oh my god. And that's basically our main characters.
Yeah.
There's some surprises.
Oh yeah.
So we'll keep that a secret.
CGI surprise, but
god, yeah.
I was fine with it. I was like, this is such this. I love that this is how we're connecting. Well, not even the beginning also does it, but like, there's a connection.
Yeah, there's a connection. It's not like completely disconnected from the rest of the movie.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little distracting. We can just say it. It's not really that big of a deal.
True.
But we do find Rook from the first movie basically split in half.
Yes.
And they revive him, and it's like a CGI kind of deep
de-aged.
fake.
Yeah,
de-aged.
Because he's not alive, right?
He's dead. Yeah,
he's dead.
He died in 2020, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, it was a little weird. I'm still surprised this technology hasn't improved at all since we've been doing it since like the 2000s.
Yeah.
Like, it's still weird, and I was kind of okay with it because he's like an android kind of thing, so like he does have like that kind of emotionless kind of expression.
Yeah, and I mean, they honestly could have went with any android in the series, to be honest.
Yes,
but I think he works because he was a villain in the first movie.
Yeah,
and he is the kind of a villain here.
He's the catalyst basically of this movie, which I know that's a main of contention for a lot of people. It's like they hate that he's so much in this movie, and I'm like, I mean, I guess because it's distracting, the CGI, but I kind of just got over it. I was kind of like,
I didn't hate it because we needed someone to, I guess, cause the chaos that is caused.
Yeah. And it's like, yeah, he makes the most sense, I guess. I mean, technically you could use all of the any of them, but we'll just let it be. I just want to throw it out there because it is supposed to be like a reveal, and it's just like a reveal in like a weird possible way. And it's my main criticism of this movie. It's just that one was kind of like, that's weird, but whatever. It's fine. It doesn't. The rest of the movie is so damn good that like I completely forgot about it.
When this movie gets going.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's talk about the opening.
Okay.
So when this movie opened,
Yes.
it's in space, and we get the title.
Wait, what? It's in space?
Yeah, and it opens kind of like the first Alien with all the stars and whatever, but then it's a ship leading up to like a crashed, exploded ship, and I'm like, oh, I think I know what this is, and then it obviously it tells you it's like Nostromo.
Yep.
And I was like, oh my god, this is the first ship. So I was like, so what are they doing here? And then they catch this
It's like a meteor
cocoon thing, and I was like, this wasn't in the Nostromo because there was only one alien, unless this alien left something behind that they knew it does. So what it is basically the xenomorph from the first movie, but it seemed to have cocooned itself to protect itself in space and keep itself alive, and they uncocoon it, and then we get the title card.
Yeah, it's such a cool and mysterious intro to this movie because like the whole time I'm like, what the fuck is he like? What are they doing and everything? And the visual of like the fucking indent that it makes is so cool.
So what I think happened is, so alien saliva, if I'm not mistaken, it's like epoxy.
Okay.
So once it hardens, it's like
a protective layer,
pretty much.
Okay.
Which is why in Aliens and in this movie, when they find that little cave, that's all that it is.
It's just
them sealing all that stuff and like that's how they keep the people sealed inside because it becomes hard.
Oh, I see. So they just
So
produce that fluid to
right, and it becomes hard from what if I remember and understand. I don't remember where I heard it.
Shit, I'd be going to Walmart and that shit like $7.
Right, but aliens just reproduce it.
Damn,
so
nice.
I think this might be from AVP. I might be mistaking all these movies altogether.
Yeah, but the whole time I'm like, I always never question why they're so fucking slimy.
Which is why they able to create those caved cocoon things.
Yeah.
So what I think the xenomorph did was it produced so much of it, it sealed itself in it and conserved itself.
Gotcha, I see. Oh, okay, that's interesting. It's like their way of survival, basically, and like, I mean, he did it in fucking space.
And that's why when the aliens take humans and they find them in these places, it's all this shit everywhere. Is their saliva sealed, hardened?
Gotcha.
Or whatever fluid they make.
I guess that makes sense. I always thought it was like something with the acid or something, because I'm like, but then I'm like,
but they also can camouflage in it.
Yeah,
which is cool.
So cool.
And Alien shows you a perfect example of that.
Yeah,
and here they
Aliens,
do it too.
There was one that I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, the one behind the girl, and then it grabs her and pulls. I love that one.
Even when I go back, I'm like, you barely can see it.
Yeah,
dude.
exactly.
That shit is crazy.
Yeah, and then I think also it's explained that stuff, if you touch it, I'm pretty sure they can sense it.
Oh,
so it's kind of like a mind.
It's like a hive mind kind of thing. Oh,
and I think it's more specifically with the eggs. Maybe.
Yeah, because that makes me feel like,
and that's how they sense life.
Like dinosaur eggs, where it's like you know, when you're near it.
But I feel like Fede in this movie gave us more by saying that the face huggers, because I always felt like, how do they know they can sense body heat? Which that I was like, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, so that's why in that room that they lower it, right? And then
their body heat was high, so they had to heighten the room temperature.
Oh, okay.
That's why he told them, if you sweat something, your body might get more hotter. They might notice you.
Yeah, that makes sense. So yeah, that okay. He did add some lore, and that scene is fucking crazy.
Tense. Ugh. I even cried in this movie.
You cried?
I cried.
Oh damn! Can't wait to get to that part.
I know.
But basically we meet our main girl, Rain. She lives in this planet, basically wanting, her goal is to go to like a different planet where
she's trying to leave
to work.
Where they can see the sun at least.
Yeah, because she dreams of the sunset. She wakes up and she's like in this really industrial looking, very dystopian kind of like.
It's called Jackson Star, the colony that they're on. They're a mining colony.
Yeah, and
the planet doesn't ever see the sun, so it's always night.
That sucks. I know that feeling.
I know. At least it never gets hot, right?
It's so hot as fuck when I leave the house.
That's true. But that's because there was sun.
I guess that's true. Oh yeah, that's true. It would be, but there's industrial shit, so you know their air quality is horrible.
No, that's why it's probably covered in cloud.
Yeah,
which is probably why people are dying and why she has to stay.
Yeah, that's true.
Because they need more workers. The corporation world is fucking bullshit.
Yeah, it's bullshit. This movie talks about that. We talked about it recently. Yeah, it sucks because she's trying to get out of this planet, and she has to work. I think it's 1,200 hours.
Well, she made it to her quota, but then they're like, "Oh, well, we need more workers, so we upped the quota. So it's gonna take you like another 6 years."
Yeah, it's like 24,000 hours.
Yeah, and I was like, "You got me fucked up if I'm signing a 6-year contract with y'all, and I can't leave ever."
Yeah, and then they're just gonna be like, "What are you gonna do about it?" It's like fucking crazy. But she basically has this brother of hers, Andy,
who's a synthetic.
He's a synthetic. He's like the sweetest.
I loved him.
I knew once a joke. Yeah. Like as soon as I heard the jokes, I was like, Carlos gonna love this guy. Like he does a lot of dad jokes. So like he has so many, I can't even think about it. But like it's just a bunch.
They're all like space ones mostly.
Yeah, or science based or whatever. But he's so sweet and so gentle, and he's just always following her and caring for her basically. And there's these kids that like bully him and like start kicking him on the floor, and he looks like he's having a seizure. Yeah. But it's just he malfunctions. That's kind of like a plot device in this movie where like he'll randomly start seizing, and then she has to go and like kind of reset him, and he goes back to normal. And that's when we find out that he is a synthetic. Yeah.
It seems that the father programmed him to only care for her and make sure that she will always be okay.
Yeah, like his mission is to always, every outcome has to basically benefit Kaylee. Oh, Rain. Sorry.
Rain, yeah.
And that's basically the beginning of this. They meet this group of friends, and that's when we meet Bjorn, Taylor, and everyone else.
So it seems that they were friends before. It seems that her and what's his name? Archie's character?
Taylor.
Is it Taylor? Okay.
Tyler or Taylor? I don't know. Tyler?
Tyler, bro.
Tyler?
Yes.
Taylor. Oh, Tay. Let's reset the episode again.
So it's Tyler's her ex-boyfriend.
Yes.
Wait,
they were dating?
They were dating. There's a throne line in the movie that makes them, even the picture they show, they were kind of lovey-dovey.
Oh, yeah.
So she was part of the friend group, and she kind of, I guess, stepped away. Her parents had passed.
I get it.
And then I guess their parents passed. He has a sister and a cousin.
At least she had the idea to fuck off from his life, you know? Sorry. I'm just venting.
Yes.
Yeah, they're fam. I thought they were dating at first, but no, they're family.
Yeah,
they're at least family. That's what
I'm gonna call her Dora. Dora and Tyler are brother and sister.
Kay.
Yeah, Kay. They're brother and sister. Then Bjorn. He's the cousin. And there's a line. I know. There's a lot of questions going on.
Wait a second.
Hold on. I know, because there's a lot of questions online of who's the baby daddy for her.
Yeah.
I know. So when she's like, I'm not doing this, and he walks after, and he runs after her, Tyler runs after her, he says, sorry, my cousin can be such an asshole.
Oh, he does say that.
Now.
She does say that. I remember that line.
People are like, hold on, we have questions.
Hold on.
Because also it seems that Bjorn is dating,
she's dating, Navarro.
Yes.
They kiss.
Right. So here are the two options that I might theorize about.
We haven't told the audience if they haven't seen this yet.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Okay, if you're watching this, you better have seen the movie.
Yeah, you better have seen. Kay, she got cream pied. I don't know how else to say it.
She got pregnant. Now, two options.
And we don't know who it is. She says it's some asshole.
Because a lot of people online are like, hold on, wait a minute. I thought, hold on. Because there's a line, because our main character says a line, he's such an asshole. And then she asks her, are you okay? And she tells her, well, I'm pregnant. It's some asshole. So I'm like, oh. I didn't think of that because I already heard the cousin thing. So I was like, oh, they're cousins. So it's not him. But then someone online was like, are y'all really complaining? This franchise is already weird as it is.
That's true.
One cousin gets another cousin pregnant in franchise, it's not a fucking surprise.
Especially if you're in a impoverished planet.
Right. Two, he could just say they're cousins, but it's probably just best friends that grew up together, and they're calling each other cousins as a family thing.
That's true.
Again, it's never explained.
No.
It's just that he's their cousin. She probably just got pregnant by someone it doesn't even matter to the story.
I was going to say, Archie, is he a white? Yeah, he's an English model. It's like they don't look at all the same. So like Bjorn and him, like they don't even look family. Yeah. Bjorn looks he's from a different.
I have cousins that don't look nothing like me.
But like they'll look like, I don't know. I feel like they would look kind of similar.
My cousins range in fucking shades, and even sometimes don't even look like Puerto Rican.
True. That's true.
Yeah.
No, I have a cousin that looks like an Asian man. Like I literally was like straight up. So I get it.
We don't know. It doesn't really matter. It's a weird throwaway line in there that's like, oh, I got pregnant by an asshole, and I was like, hold on.
And then how they caress each other afterwards. I was like,
when they wake up from the crash, that's when I was like, hold on, wait. I
was like,
but aren't you dating her? But she's already dead. But like, yeah.
But yeah, did you get the little Easter egg in this moment with Bjorn? He's playing a game. And when he dies, he goes, "Game over, man."
Oh yeah.
Like, hey, that's the meme.
From Bill Paxton.
Rest in peace to the king. But yeah, they have a plan that they want to travel away. Yeah. But they need a cryogenic pod that'll last at least 9 years. Mm-hmm. And they found like an abandoned ship that they want to get there and take the pods. And it's supposed to be Romulus.
Which is interesting because it's Romulus and Remus. It's the same station. It's just they're split, which is the twins, but all of it goes down in Romulus, which is hence the name of the movie.
Yeah, which I can't wait for the sequel, Remus.
Well,
not anymore.
It's in burn. It's in fire.
Somewhere in space, in pieces. But yeah, basically that's their plan, and they all, of course, go to do it. So they manage. They're all kind of crazy, and they're all, Bjorn is a badass, and they get into this ship, and it goes up.
I love that.
It was pretty sick.
Yeah,
not gonna lie.
She's like, "You sure you want to do this?" And I was like, "What's he doing?" He lights up the joint, and it just goes really fast because they're going like super. Really yeah, I was like, "Oh, that's cool."
Yeah, I like this because it feels like they're like rebel kids. Yeah, I really really enjoy it. I will say the set design in this entire movie is so fucking good, and the score, it's like so whimsical and like mysterious, and I the whole time I'm like,
there was one towards the end that really got my one of the scores good. At the end. Oh, it was so good.
I want this vinyl. I literally want this vinyl. I want the steelbook. I want everything because this movie did it. So, it just did it for me so much more. It's great. But yeah, they basically fly to Romulus, and it's completely abandoned. They get to the pods, but it's only there for 6 years, I think it is, not 9.
It's for 3 years.
Is
so
it
they 3 years.
Oh,
it's only good for 3 years, but I found that very interesting because that's never been explained that I know of or remember in the franchise where like they need fuel in the pods.
Well, Ripley was in one in Aliens for like 30 years or something. Yeah, like that.
So I was like, oh, so they need fuel to keep you in cryo,
which makes sense, I guess.
But then I was like, oh, that's interesting that you're adding lore to this because I would have never guessed that.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it does make sense, but it's like you don't think
about it. You're just frozen.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like a fridge. You're just in a fridge.
Yeah. So I was like, let's just connect it to the ship somehow. But no, it needs, or maybe these pods are different because they look portable. They're not connected directly to the ship like some of the other movies. They seem like they're like on, like you can't move them. They're in the ship and they're attached to the ship.
I see what you mean. Because they go down to the floor.
Yeah, and then they shoot them out.
And
then they their ship grabs it.
Yeah. So it may be. I mean, I was like, okay, they're just adding the it's just like the plot device where it's like why they had to kind of stay there for a little longer.
Yeah.
Yeah, because if it just worked out, they would have just bye.
Well, when he said 36 hours, I was like, okay, so we in for a ride for a few days. That changes drastically. Yeah, so they need more fuel for the pods. We set up this thing where the ship has this purge where like it goes in and out of gravity.
Yeah.
But they do fix it.
Yeah.
The reason they need Andy's because he's the only one that can activate Mother.
Yeah, there's like they put their finger on like this little thing and it just activates. Like he can open the doors, he can power anything up.
Yeah.
So it's like the gravity like goes off, so they float and then it takes a while to reset and it just falls back down.
But with Andy, he just sets it as it doesn't do that anymore until later they redo it.
Yeah.
One of the best sequences. Anyways, so they need more fuel for the pods, basically.
So they have to go to Remus to get. Is it Remus to get more fuel, right?
They just have to go. He knows where to go. He's using his little thing. He just knows where to go.
Yeah.
We kind of do get the explanation as they're walking in the room. That's like, oh, this is welcome to Station Romulus, and we kind of get the story kind of behind Romulus and Remus through the AI overhead lady voice, Mother's voice.
Which was that Sigourney Weaver?
No.
It kind of sounded like her, and I was like, "Was it her?"
Well, it could be. I haven't heard.
I was like, I haven't Easter egg.
I haven't heard her being any part of this.
Okay.
So I don't know.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Not even like producer.
Yeah, because I'm like, I don't know if they even have. They don't even have a voice. Yeah. Oh no, Mother. Never mind.
Yeah.
Okay. Anna Marie Criggs.
Okay.
I thought it was her. I was like, it kind of sounded like her, but maybe she just. Did a good job.
I haven't heard of her being any part of this.
Oh, so yeah.
So I was like, I don't know.
Maybe she doesn't want to be part of it.
Maybe. So they get to this room where they find the cryopods, and Bjorn hurts himself. Motherfucker's about to get like fucking what's that called? Bite.
Yeah, he got bite. Basically, his whole finger gets frozen, and he's like, fuck.
But this starts getting intense because Andy starts noticing these things on the wall. And it's just frozen face huggers. But the temperature starts to go up, so they're starting to wake up. And let me tell you, that shit, I was like, oh no.
In the way that it just because it pans all the way from the top, and it's like, oh, like there's like 3 of them, and I'm like, okay, that's not that bad, and it just keeps going, and then going, and then just going.
But it makes you realize that there's this many, this station's abandoned. Something happened here, especially when they find the synthetic and all the floor melted down.
Yeah.
So
There's
I'm like
a hole like in the middle.
This isn't just one alien.
No.
There's more somewhere.
Yep. And oh my god. And
that's the thing. Like they don't wake up until they feel life around them.
Yeah. Well, because that's the eggs, right? They would open if there was like something around them. But basically they start kind of, this room seals itself off. Andy doesn't have permission to open the room.
He's not at that high level.
Yeah, he's like, sorry, bro, you're level 1.
Right.
You need to be at least level 3.
Yeah. So what? I keep forgetting her name. What is wrong with me?
So Rain goes, oh, it's just a chip. Let's change it from the synthetic that we found.
Yeah.
And then we'll just it'll give them permission because it's from here. So she basically does that, and then we get a little jump scare of the fucking synthetic grabbing her hand.
Yeah.
And
at this point though, looking at his head, I'm like, he looks kind of familiar. I wonder if he's gonna be someone that we once knew.
Yeah. And they weren't showing his face fully. They were like keeping him in shadow. I was like, that synthetic's gonna be a reveal.
The form of the face, and I literally watched Alien like this week, so I was like, Anyway, so she gets to the room. I love when they reset him because he goes into demon mode, and it's such a fucking cool. So that was in one of the trailers, and I was like, oh, so he has to be the synthetic.
Yeah,
which honestly, love.
Yeah,
because all the synthetics been like white,
pasty ass white people.
Yeah, and I was like, okay, give us a synthetic of color.
Yeah, and of course it make them like super lovable and everything. So it's like even better. And when for a moment I was afraid because he goes he freezes and he's like completely frozen. He has to restart, but all these face huggers fucking come out, bitch. This is when shit starts going down.
Yeah, I'm gonna say something, and I'm gonna die on that hill. The facehuggers in this movie are scarier than the actual fucking aliens.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. The way they move scared the fuck out of me.
They're like giant spiders with legs.
The one scene, the way they fucking do the little with their fucking finger things, bro, that shit that fucked me up. I was like, I don't want nothing to deal with that.
So they're swimming in this room. This room is full of water, by the way. They're swimming in this room, and then we get from the trailer, there's something in the water, and I was like, okay,
hey, I got it.
Oh, Fede, you're so sick. So they start jumping at them. And then there's one that starts like sticking his thing in his mouth, and I'm like, that man's getting deep throated right now.
I saw on Twitter something like, it's like when the sugar daddy's done with money and now he wants his sugar, and it's just that scene.
Did you suck his cock?
Oh yeah, Tyler sure did suck some facehugger cock.
He did. But then there's like the famous shot where Bjorn is like moving back, and then you see one jumping from the hallway right on his face, bro. That shit. Oh my god.
This whole sequence was so good. And then there's one that's like on the synthetic, and it just sneaks up on him and just jumps on. Oh, this scene was so good. But they get them out of the room safe and sound.
But Andy turns into like not himself anymore.
He's upgrading.
He's serious. It's like, oh, you think you're too good. Now you level 3, so you think you're too good for us now.
Right.
Like that. And I was afraid. I was like, oh, please don't make me hate him.
I was like, oh, I think, because, in every movie, except the second, the synthetics
are evil.
end up being kind of bad.
Yeah.
Fake-ass
motherfuckers.
Not Winona Riders either.
Oh, that's true.
Okay, so maybe it's just the first and David.
Well, I was gonna say David.
Okay, so there's only been 2 times that has happened.
What's the other one's name? I keep forgetting.
I think it's William.
Is it William?
They're both played by Michael Fassbender.
No. The from 3.
There's no synthetic in 3.
Fuck, I forgot his name. Is it 3? Am I thinking about?
And it's Bishop.
Bishop.
He comes up again in 3, but he's broken.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah.
But the only ones that have always been bad is the first movie and then Prometheus and Covenant, because he's in Covenant.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, so yeah, Bishop was fine, right? Bishop was a cool dude. All right, that's cool.
Yeah, because Sigourney didn't trust him, and she's like, "You need to get him away from me," but he ends up being the one that saves her.
Yeah. That's right. I see. Yeah,
because they fixed whatever issues they had,
and I was a little afraid that they were gonna make me hate him, and I was like, please don't do this.
Especially when they put the shit from this model in him.
Yeah. And then when they reveal, I'm like, oh my god.
Which it was happening until she was able to fix him.
Yeah, that's true.
Which, ladies, you can fix him.
You can. You just gotta.
Yeah, they got chips in there.
You gotta find the right spot.
Yeah.
But yeah, he basically it's like a whole new AI. He basically says that like he's learning, but he's improving from his old AI, and he basically doesn't know what these creatures are.
Yeah. We should say that Navarro got one in her face.
Oh yeah, poor Navarro.
This
got
fucking
it.
shot was amazing.
Yeah.
I know it was on all the trailers, so I was expecting it.
But still.
Oh fuck, it was good. I thought all of them were gonna break out. Well, they did all break out.
Yeah, no,
but
they did.
It's just that one managed to slip through the door and grab her.
And
last
that
minute.
one, it's like so like visceral because like they close off and she just turns around and boom right in her face. She gets fucked up and it starts immediately crawling on her like
choking
wrapping
her.
her neck. And our final girl, I fucking loved how smart she is. The entire time, always making the right decision. I said, fuck yeah.
The women
fucking finally.
Okay, I will say the women in this franchise
Strong,
are always a
smart.
Yeah, and the men never want to listen.
Yep. I mean, hey, that's what we get. That's
Yep.
what you get when you let.
We need a gay in this franchise.
You know what? Yep. Well, we have a trans person, and
yeah.
we did. I think she died in the first one, but yeah, like I love that she's like, let's just freeze its tail, and it's probably not gonna do anything.
That's always been the thing. That's always been a sentence in the movie. Throw the person in cryosleep because they won't be born while they're in sleep because it's frozen.
Yeah, it's frozen.
But no one ever does it.
No, it's just like
because we need the movie.
You need that chest burster scene.
Yeah, but they turn on the other synthetic, which it's revealed that it's Rook.
Of course, yeah, Rook from the first one. He's split in half.
But I fucking love this because I'm asking questions here. Where it's like, okay, they literally show us that they grabbed the xenomorph from the Nostromo after Ripley shot this ass into space. Because I had a theory, and I told you before watching the movie that they were going to get in this station and it was going to be the same xenomorph hunting them down from the first movie that somehow landed on this station and killed everyone.
Yeah.
That's not what happened. Is that they caught it, it came back, and it killed everyone.
It basically
in the station.
He was basically right, but it's not the same.
No,
it's not the same one.
But I love that he's like, oh, this thing got loose, it caused havoc, blah blah blah, and then it's fucking dead, hanging from the ceiling.
Yeah, they look up and it's just like crucified.
Yeah, and that was a fucking jump scare. Let me tell you.
Yeah,
and that's why the floor just had holes right down all the way down because the acid. I was like, oh, so they killed it has a nickname, but they killed it.
It's a scorch. A scorch.
No, the first alien has a nickname.
Oh, Big Chungus. But he's like it looks like he's crucified.
Yeah.
It looks crazy and such a cool visual. My God, I'm telling you this. That design is just so fucking great.
I know, and so then at this point, I'm asking myself, like, so what happened to everyone else? Where's everyone else?
Yeah. Maybe there's something that Rook is not saying.
So is there more aliens somewhere? Where are they at?
We see one motherfucker up there and all those motherfucking spiders going on.
Well, I was like, okay, that's
something's happening.
That's the original one. So, but that's like where more born.
Yeah.
They didn't just kill people.
Yeah.
But
then basically what happens is that, what was it? They have to.
So now they do the tail thing and it comes off of her.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, when they pulling that shit, I'm like, damn, she got deep throated.
Yeah.
That hot Tua was deep. Like, I was even impressed.
It's like that clown party trick. Like that shit just kept going.
It was so deep in there.
Yeah.
I was impressed.
I mean, hey.
I was very impressed.
But I don't think she wanted to do that.
My thing is like, where did it all come from? The facehuggers, they're not like. They're like
thin.
Yeah,
maybe it's just that tail's long.
It's a grower.
It
can come from the tail. I guess
it is a grower for sure,
and glow
because it was little earlier, but it gets bigger. It just gets excited.
Okay, so they're freaking out. She's awake, but they start to leave.
Yeah, Bjorn basically grabs her and it's like, we need to get.
But the other synthetic kind of tells Andy like, hey,
you gotta protect her.
You might have to kill her.
Oh yeah.
To save everyone else.
Yeah, because now Andy's mission has changed. It's not anymore to protect Kayla. Oh my God, I want to call her name, Rain. It's to preserve the egg for the company.
Yes, it's always the thing. Waylon it's always like, hey,
Yeah, it's corporate greed, basically.
right? Because in the second one is the same thing. He tries to kill Ripley,
yes,
so he can get away with it. Bert can get away with it.
Mm-hmm. Gee, he motherfucking tried.
In that, never mind. We're not. Well, one day we'll talk about it.
We'll talk about it. But yeah, I know that's like the theme. A lot of the times, that's like the theme of like these sci-fi movies. It's like corporate greed and like the future.
Well, they call the xenomorph like the most
perfect human,
perfect specimen. Yeah, which I'm like, yeah. What do you think? It grabbed my attention as a kid.
Yeah, and it's like, but it's like engineered, like it survives space. Like it's like to the thing where it's like they evolved into such crazy levels. So I get it that
so
you
what
would.
What if we can? So what if we can evolutionize humans?
Exactly to that point, and we kind of like see that they're working on it in this movie.
Oh fuck! When that reveal happened, I was like, okay, there is a timeline, and everyone's talking about how this is the timeline to watch them like in order of the years. But when it's like Fate is like making Prometheus relevant and Covenant, it's like, oh, okay, we're
cool.
working here.
Yeah, we're actually putting these franchises together.
It's a whole franchise.
Yeah, because I feel like that's what happened with like the prequels. Like I remember watching them and feeling like they were different movies. I was like, I feel like it's just connected because of the alien. That's it.
It felt like Ridley was just like, hey, let me retry Alien again.
Yeah,
and
because I know it turns into like this like, oh, the god, and
it's very
like almost religious.
Well, yes, and Alien 3 was supposed to be more religious than what it is. It was supposed to be monks. It wasn't even supposed to be a prison. One day we'll talk about that.
Yeah,
but it's so interesting. It's just that at least Prometheus didn't catch my attention as much. I do have to be fair and just sit down and watch it.
Me too. I think the first time I didn't enjoy it, and I was like, I think maybe I just wasn't.
And recently I was watching, and I'm like, I can't get into this. But then I watched Covenant, and I'm like, I'm actually really interested in when I was watching Covenant. Like, it's very interesting.
Covenant was the one the guy went to pee and took his helmet off, and like the thing went in his ear.
So he already doesn't have a helmet on, which people complain. I was like, why are y'all motherfuckers on a planet not knowing what the fuck's on it and not wearing helmets? Yeah. But there's so much lore and it's so interesting.
Yeah, because I know the lore is it's very high level, it's very spiritual in a way, and there's so much lore. But when I saw the
black goo later, I was like, oh, so these are
the black goo again,
right? And this is if all of them are now canon. They're all canon.
Yeah, like now there's no argument basically.
So with that being said, Fede is the holy trinity of everything because he has a remake under his belt, very good. He has his original movie under his belt, very good.
Yeah,
and now he has a sequel technically.
That's true.
Sequel prequel under his belt. That's actually very good too.
That's true.
He can do anything.
And he really can. He really can. And Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit.
Yeah, literally.
Ridley Scott, Fede Alvarez. Who's the Holy Spirit? The Xenomorph.
Yes.
I like how.
Well, you can say James Cameron. I know.
He just makes long movies. No, I'm just kidding. I love Terminator 2. I will say that.
Yeah.
I don't know about Avatar.
No.
I don't want to sit through.
I love Titanic.
Titanic is great. I'm not sitting through it though. I watched it already. And
I've been wanting to sit down and just watch Titanic again.
Really?
But not by myself. I need to be with a woman.
Well. Well, but yeah. So basically, Andy goes, sorry, Rain, gotta go, and just books it.
Yeah.
Goes after Bjorn, and I fucking love that he goes to close the door, and he fucking boom, and he holds it.
I know.
Like
I was
nothing.
Like, oh, he's strong.
It's like, damn.
You think he's 6 foot?
Oh yeah, he definitely is.
Oh, so he's
she looked real short next to him.
So he's topping. Because he's taller?
Maybe.
Okay.
It depends on the mission.
Well, he might be taller than me, so I don't know.
But maybe it depends on the mission.
Oh, that's true. Well, if he's shorter than me, then it's the other way around. Sorry, let's keep talking about the movie.
Okay. Why?
I had a joke.
You can say it.
Okay, so I learned today, according to gay Twitter, so say we're talking.
Okay.
If I call you cutie,
it
means that I want to top you.
That makes sense.
But if I call you handsome, I means you. I want you to top me.
Is it because like okay, if this sounds ignorant, I apologize. It's more of like, do you think it's because it's like that, like when you call a girl cute, like, and then you call a man handsome? No,
well, I don't know. Oh, it could be. Oh,
like
well,
it's like that.
wait. I see
you know,
what you're
like
saying.
that dynamic where it's
it
like
could be. I don't know.
Huh.
So
The joke is coming.
no, the point was proven
Oh,
by a DM I received.
oh.
So I was like, huh. I've never noticed it.
huh. Wow. I can see that. Cutie.
Gays.
I'm gonna pull that move on you later, babe. Hey, cutie.
But if you call her handsome,
Hey, handsome.
she gonna peg you.
And I just bend over, bitch. I'll be the most powerful power bottom. Oh
All right.
my god.
So
Yeah, he starts booking it, and Bjorn is running for his life.
but this is when Navarro starts composing.
She just starts freaking out,
And I'm like,
right in front of Kay,
It's coming.
because Kay is pregnant, and
it's
Navarro is just recently being inseminated.
Oh my god, that's so fucking true. It's kind of like this is what birth is like.
Basically, and it's almost like they're going to like. It's kind of a foreshadow if you kind of think about it.
Oh yeah, because she's the one that sees it happen. Oh my god.
So I was always
Let me fix my rating, even though I can't go any
put
higher.
a 6 on there. Put 6 stars. I wish in this there was a scene where Navarro maybe spoke about how like she kind of doesn't want kids, and like maybe that explains why maybe Bjorn, Bjorked his cousin.
We don't know. I hate
so.
that we don't know.
I think so.
I hate that we don't know. But yeah,
Because maybe it's because like he maybe wanted to do that, and like she doesn't want to.
or it was an accident.
Yeah, but more because I wanted her to say it, like maybe a scene between them two, because then this scene feels like it's like a monster's crawling in her, and it's like she's kind of going through that pregnancy phase, and it's like literally killing her.
What's the meaning of Romulus? Well, Romulus is a
Romulus is a god, I think.
Okay,
right? It's a Greek. It's like
yeah.
a Greek
But did you ever see the like this fan poster for this movie that like, oh fuck. Did you ever the Romulus fan? Let me put poster. There was a poster of a xenomorph grabbing a baby. It was a fan made poster, but it got around Twitter, and it was pretty like people kept talking about it. And pretty popular. This one.
Oh, that's a fan made poster.
Yeah,
shit, that looked cool.
Because people, I was like, when I saw this poster, I was like, what the fuck is this movie? Well, this is kind of like what happened in the movie.
Kind of like what it is. I'm trying to see if like maybe Romulus is something.
No, this is how it originally was colored.
Oh, that I like that one. I like that a little better. That actually looks sick. It's like a stone. But that's basically kind of what happens, though.
Yeah, so it's like, did this person knew?
I mean, it just depends on what Romulus, like the historical thing it is. I barely passed history.
Just, oh, girl. I mean, say it. But it's fine. We can read about it later.
Yeah,
I would like
fine.
to like. It's like, what's the deeper meaning behind Romulus? Like, it could have been called Remus, but
That's true.
Like,
yeah.
it's
It's
like-
just specifically Romulus. Like, but yeah. Anyways, she has this like she finds this like X-ray machine thing that she basically can just see
yeah.
through her bone.
Which is
It's
cool.
really cool because it's like a medical facility. It looks like it makes sense why it would be there. And then she puts it on her back, and you see it fucking crawling up her, and then you hear it breaking her ribs.
I wonder if any of this movie was cut down a little bit.
For
Like
what?
if there's like an unrated version that's longer.
there has to be.
And I'm knowing him, there is one.
Mm-hmm.
I need it.
Well, in Evil Dead 2013, like he recently revealed the ending, the original ending for it, which is Mia pretty much dies at the end, and
I didn't honestly. Part of me didn't think anybody was gonna make it.
oh yeah, what I liked about this movie is that nobody feels 100% safe.
Yep.
I love that there's always risk for everybody, and I said, "Fuck yeah." But she gets got,
Yep.
and
it bust out.
unfortunately busts out.
Honestly, it was so cute.
It-
I was like, look at that little Zeno.
It looked like the one from. Have you ever seen Spaceballs?
Yes.
It looks just like that when it starts dancing afterwards.
Yes.
Yeah, it kind of looked like that one. But I do find it so sad that Navarro looks at Kane and goes, please don't let me die. Don't let it kill me. And
this is not where I cried, but my eyes teared up.
I was like, oh, I was scared. I was like, damn, she got fucked. Like, she got every word done to her.
Yeah,
like,
but let me tell you, that scream Kay gives.
Yes.
I thought he was going to keep it silent because, in space no one can hear scream. No, she lets it out, and I was like, this is fucking amazing. Yep. And then the station goes crazy.
Yep.
And the cinematography of the station just going around the other station, and everyone freaking out. Jonathan, let me tell you, 5 stars.
Immediately, you pulled out your phone. You're like, all right, 5 stars. There you go.
Like, oh my God, this movie was This movie was so fucking intense.
Yeah. I feel like there was like barely any moment to breathe. Mm-hmm. Like, it's like once shit starts happening, you don't have time to breathe.
Nope.
Like, you're just like, it's just happening and happening.
Mm-hmm. So the station crashes into Romulus.
Because she like kind of kicks, she dies. She just kicks like the pilot thingy, the wheel, whatever the fuck it is.
So they're in Remus, but it crashes into Romulus, and it breaks the glass, so like the air starts coming out, so it seals itself.
Yeah.
So then
all the crawlies start going down they
start going through the vents, and I was like, ugh.
The way they move, it's just so
I know. Did you notice the remote control one though? There was like a quick I mean, I'm pretty sure a lot of them were practical, but like there's a specific one that he showed behind the scenes of it remote controlled.
Oh really?
And it's and you can catch which one it is because it's like on the floor and it's just like
oh that's funny.
Yeah, with his little leg.
It's so fucking gross.
Yeah.
But then they go back.
Yeah. So then Tyler, Rain, and Andy have to go head to Romulus to go save him or whatever's happening. Okay. So Rain wakes up, or Kay wakes up, and she's walking down the station to go outside, and then she gets jump scared by Bjorn. They have this moment which I was like, "Is he the father?" But that's her cousin. Anyways, the way he held her.
It said the way he held, and I'm pretty sure he I don't know.
I thought they were gonna kiss.
I thought so too. I was like, they got too close.
I'm so confused. I need answers.
No, Fede's like, this is exactly what it is, bro.
You know what? Honestly, though, after everything that's happened in this franchise, fine.
Look, in Star Wars, Leia kisses Luke, and they don't even know they were brothers and sisters. They literally, incest has been like
okay, so it's something in space.
And really, yeah, it's a space thing. But I think it's like, in space, shit gets weird. You don't think you're going to be in space and you're going to fuck an alien? I fuck an alien. I'll fuck a robot.
So, did you know the original idea for aliens? What? Sigourney Weaver wanted to fuck a xenomorph.
Oh, yes. I did know that. That's crazy.
So, it's not as weird.
But I get it. I get it.
Oh, wait till you see the fourth one.
But I understand it.
So, okay. So, yes. So,
yeah, they go into this room. It's sealed.
Right. But, okay. I'm just so excited. I love that he gave the xenomorph like a second stage.
Yes.
A stage that's never been shown before. I've always wanted to know, because in the first one they show you it finds a little cocoon thing. It comes, its skin, it got bigger. Yeah. So I was like, how fast does this happen, and where is this happening? I love that Fede kind of showed us here like another stage of the formation where it cocoons itself in this vaginal looking nest, like wasp nest looking thing.
Yeah, my girlfriend the whole time is like, oh my God, it looks like a pussy. And I was like, and this is me. She says that and I went, yeah. And then we're watching it, and then it starts emerging from it. It opens up. It literally looks like a baby's coming out of it.
It's dripping.
Yeah.
I seen porn.
I seen a birth.
The cocoon was dripping, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, she wet."
And the way it expands, and the head just kind of comes out.
When the head came out, wow! I was like, "That's a big dick."
Yeah, it's like really graphic.
Yeah,
and my girlfriend,
I loved it.
Goes, wow, it really looks like a pussy, and I said, yeah. It's supposed to be. Why do you think his head looks like a dick?
Yeah.
And she starts laughing because she's like, wow, it really is. I'm like, yes.
And this whole franchise, it's like,
it's very
that whole allegory of the alien and the facehugger looking. It's all there. It's all there.
Yeah, because I mean, it's all about sexual assault, rape, and everything. That's why the facehugger basically just forces himself into you, like.
But I would say Bjorn get the best death of the movie.
Okay, I might disagree with you.
That's fine.
I'll tell you why.
Okay, that's fine. But he sticks it in and it starts electrocuting the alien on the inside. And
that's how you use a vibrator, baby.
No.
On the clit.
And the alien's like, rah, rah. And then it starts bleeding, so it starts falling. Acid starts falling, and it hits him, and he falls under it. It's so cool the way you see his fingers disintegrating and his arm, and then it finished. Well, he gets fucking tail hit in the face, which I thought that's what killed him.
Well, it cuts his eye. It kind of grazes him, I guess.
Which I was like, motherfucker, if you see something sharp sticking out of that, don't stand near it. You should have kept running with your cousin.
He thought he was safe.
That's true.
His cousin, baby mama.
So he dies.
But I will say, I feel like his death was a little anticlimactic. He kind of I like the lead up. Like, I love seeing his fingers melt and you see his bones, but I feel like the acid that lands on his chest, it feels like he goes, It just kind of goes,
I'm not gonna lie, I was very confused too, because I was like, did he explode?
I wish we saw a hole in his chest and he slowly died. Yeah. But I just felt like he was moving and then went, It felt like a video game, like when you kill a villain.
I'm not gonna lie, it looked like his chest just exploded, and I was like, did something come out of him?
Yeah, but I was a little lost. That's why I was like, it felt anticlimactic for me, just a tiny bit. It was still cool. No, the lead up of it was cool. It was just how it finished. Yeah. But God, that scene of the xenomorph coming out, I'm still it's still running in my head. It looks so fucking cool.
I just love that he gave us another stage of what it does as it's growing.
Yeah, I was telling my girlfriend that we never seen they just show up. They're just there.
Yup. They come out of the chest, they run away, and then they're
there.
And I'm like, wow. How?
And it happens fast. Not even 30 minutes have passed, and then that shit's already big.
Yeah, so I'm glad that we got to see that. I know that Kay at this point runs out when she falls off the station.
And I said, that baby's not making it.
No. But, this was good. Because she's kind of crawling, and you're like, where the fuck is it?
And the camera work in this scene, I don't know if you were, paying attention to that, but, it follows her, but it kind of makes you feel like there's gonna be something in this side, and it kind of quickly turns, and then maybe something in this side, and it turns again.
I will say I never knew when the jump scares were happening.
Yes, I was like, oh my god, he got me dizzy, bro.
Yeah, and it's over her, smelling her through the railing, and then you see that it just disappeared, but it's dragging 3 people. So xenomorphs, their job is to
pretty much cocoon more people, so they can breed, basically.
Right. For the queen. I thought we were going to get one.
Me too.
We didn't.
Maybe a sequel.
Maybe. That's fine. So
she's sneaking out.
And she finds the door.
And then they're in the
other side, and she's trying to open it, and you see that the xenomorph is stalking her.
Bro, so creepy. Waiting. It's just waiting.
And then Andy's like, it's waiting for us to open the door so I can get through.
Which is very smart.
Yeah.
And
this is when I cried.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Rain is going, you need to open that door right now. Because we also missed out that they don't know the mission has changed. Rook had told Andy by himself. Right. So Kaylee's like, you need to say you need to follow orders. You need to do whatever's best for me. So open that door right now. That xenomorph gets close and boom, fucking fucks the shit out of her, bro.
Well, I started crying when Rain was like, she's pregnant, you need to open the door. And then the brother realized what she just said, and he started kneeling down, crying, begging him to. I was like, oh my god, my baby.
They speak. Oh my god, a man showing emotions,
and he's cute.
No, it was a very, very powerful scene. It's like everyone performed their heart out in this moment, and it was very impactful.
And I'm gonna be honest, I thought this was the last of Dora the Explorer.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I was not expecting her after this anymore.
Nope.
So
because you don't see her.
Good job.
Yeah, and she's basically gone.
Well, I thought it stabbed her in the fucking chest like it usually does, but it can't do that because it needs the chest.
Which comes back later too.
Yep.
And it just takes her, so she's basically dead. And this is where Rain goes, Andy, what's your mission? And he goes, to do what's best for the company. It's like, this bitch is so smart. She fucking knew. She's like, he's not following orders.
When he said that, bitch, my heart dropped.
I was like, fuck, they're really gonna make me hate Andy. I don't want this.
So they head to this laboratory where we get the black goo.
Sorry, you said it wrong. Laboratory.
Where they get the black goo, where they find the black goo, and I was like, oh, Prometheus.
Yeah.
Because they even show the pods in Prometheus of where the black goo comes from.
Yep. And it basically explained that this is what's gonna perfect humans. So I'm gonna be honest, I got a little Reanimator vibes because
I loved it.
You stab it, they have like a dead rat, they stab it, and it comes back to life, and it's like, oh wow, we have the cure for death, basically.
Right. But what they don't show you is that they didn't look to the right, and the rat is huge and dead.
It's like a monster. It's like fucking creepy looking, and then you see the video of it like kind of like convulsing.
Which in the prequels, what that android is doing is experimenting on other people.
Yeah.
To create the perfect specimen, which leads into Covenant, where he finally made the Xeno. Well, it's not the Xenomorph. It's called something else, but it's one of the Xenomorphs.
One of the
one we get at the end.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And so yeah, they basically their mission is to grab the tube and safely take it to the ship,
right?
So they can.
Which I was like,
I don't trust where this is going.
Nope. No, you can't take that goo with you.
Yep.
I seen Venom.
Yeah. Is that movie with? Is it Ryan Reynolds? Life, where it's like the black goo in space. Is it Ryan Reynolds? I don't know. There's a movie called Life, and it's people say it's like the prequel to Venom because it's like it looks like the Venom. What the fuck is it? Wait, Life.
Yeah, Ryan.
This one. Oh, it is Ryan Reynolds. This one.
I never seen it.
You never seen it? It's with Ryan Reynolds, Jake Gyllenhaal, and Rebecca Ferguson.
I seen the trailer.
Yeah, it was the trailer was out, but yeah, they're basically doing that. Andy's trying to this scene is good with the guns.
Yup, when they're setting up the guns.
It's
a callback to Aliens.
It's like shot exactly like
when
Aliens.
He's showing Sigourney how.
I saw it and I was like, oh, this is.
And that guy was on the movie was also kind of cute. But anyway,
and he's like, I do love that like it has like aimbot basically built in, and it like kind of controls her shoulder. I was like, that is so sick.
Oh, because she needs it later.
Oh yeah, she does.
Yeah, loved it.
But I love this because you don't think she's safe because they go, we're gonna be in the first floor, so you can't be using your guns. And they're like, why the fuck would you give us the guns then? And it's like, because it'll seem like a threat from a distance.
So that's a callback to Resurrection, I believe. Because I'm like, why would they know to be scared of guns? They're fucking creatures. But in Resurrection, and I could be wrong, but Chucky, because it's Brad Dourif.
Brad Dourif, yeah.
He has aliens locked up in a room, and one of them acts up like it hits the glass with his mouth, so he sprays it with like this like mist. It's like cold. He sprays it with cold. And,
so random.
Yeah, it's like a mist, and then to calm it down, so it calms down, and then the alien's gonna run at him at the window again, and he goes to the button and it stops.
Oh, so it's like
it's kind of
fear.
Well, they learn.
Yeah,
they learn that danger, don't do it.
Yeah. Gotcha.
So I guess in a way, it's kind of a callback. Like if they see the guns, which they do stop at first later when they see it.
Yeah, no, they literally don't attack right away. And
so it's like they know what it is.
Yeah, and it also happens with one of the deaths that comes later, which we'll get there. I'll explain to you. But I love that like it's like you have this weapon, but you're not safe. You're like you're gonna be safe for a while. It's just make sure to keep them from a distance because
the acid blood will.
Yeah. So I love that little detail. I really thought it was a fantastic, it's a fantastic plot device to have it. Yeah. And then they managed to go down to like.
Well, they're leaving, but then I think they were trying to go one way where they're like, oh, it's outside. Yeah. It's been stalking us. And I was like, oh, I love that.
Oh, yeah, because you see it in the camera. Yeah. Like it's camouflage. He's just waiting. Oh, so creepy.
Yeah.
And very Alien Isolation, which Fede Alvarez said it was inspired by, which I want to buy it. It's on Steam for $5.
$5? I was going to buy brand new for $36.
You should do it. Fuck it.
Thank you.
Treat yourself.
Thank you. Thank you for saying it. I'm going to do it.
But yeah, so they go down these stairs and they're in the very first floor of the ship, and it has this laser underneath, so I'm assuming maybe that's
the blue.
Yeah, the blue.
It's a mist.
Is it just mist?
The mist is blue.
Oh, interesting.
It's a callback to the first one. Remember, he finds the eggs and they're under the mist.
Yes.
And the eggs don't sense him because it's like a layer, but then he breaks it.
Yeah.
And that's when the egg wakes up and kills.
So yeah, they're walking there and it's all covered in like the black.
So that's in the lore. When you see the mist, you know that there's stuff around.
Gotcha.
I guess it's part of them. I don't know.
Let's just make it creepy.
I don't know. It looked cool on the shoes.
Oh yeah, it looks fucking sick.
But
then they're walking towards the elevator, and Taylor's like, "Wait,
Tyler.
Fuck." Taylor Swift is like, "Did you hear that?"
Yeah. So when they got to that, and I saw the cave, we'll call it a cave of the black stuff. I'm like, very aliens.
Yep.
And I'm like, that means there's more than one because they've been cocooning people. I'm assuming this whole station got cocooned.
And that's a lot of cocooning that's happening.
Right.
And there has to be at least more than one.
You know, I love when they go back and they're walking through that and like they see it. You're seeing the dead bodies. They look really good and scary. I'm like, they should make this Halloween Horror Nights.
Yep. Bro, we went through the same thoughts.
I know. Your mother half. So then they find the sister.
Yep.
And she's very hurt, but they take her and they want to, or Andy suggests to stab her with the goo that'll help her. Because now she won't make it.
Yeah.
But then Rain is like, let's just freeze her. She'll make it if we freeze her.
Yeah.
This is when you... Wait, is it here? Is it here when you see one just come out of the wall and just climb up? And I was like, oh, I know exactly where this is from.
Right behind her. Oh, so fucked up.
And then the tail comes down and then the brother sees it and he's like, oh no. And then he gets caught.
He gets stabbed, and then they bring his ass up. And this is where I think like the whole gun thing also, because they just immediately kill him, which comes back.
But did this shot remind you of anything?
The
when it grabs him and then pulls him up and it faces him, it's very Alien versus Predator.
Oh, I see. Oh, okay, I can see that.
It's the same.
It's a very same shot. Yeah,
grabs him by the tail, pulls him up, and then stares at him.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, because I see. Well, I feel like at first it didn't want to kill it, but then you see that he points a gun at them because there's more behind.
When they start running, that's another shot. That's another callback to Aliens. Remember? Did you get that far? Where they go when he looks up in the ceiling and they're just like running
multiple.
At
Yeah. Fucked up, very fucked up, and they're all coming back, and he goes to aim at them, and he immediately fucking pulls out his mouth and fucking stabs them in the face. And you see it all gory and shit. So good. I think this one is it for me.
It was good too. It was good too.
I think so visceral and nasty.
And then, Andy starts like he's tweaking, and but the xenomorph standing over him. But he's not human, so it doesn't care. But he's just staring at, and so they get in the elevator and they leave before a facehugger grabs her. But then she decides that she's gonna go back down and get Andy because no one should be left behind.
Yeah, I thought I was like, damn, they're really gonna kill Andy like this. But no, she goes down like a bad bitch. She goes, nah, that's my brother.
But she leaves the goo with Kay, and I was like,
because she goes to. They say use this, and she goes, no, we don't know what it does. And she heard that shit. So she was like, fuck it, I'll just do it myself. And she stabs herself in the neck with it.
Okay. Yeah. So we're not there yet, but I didn't think what would happen. What was going to happen.
I knew something was going to happen, but not that.
Right. So
then like she just starts kind of reacting to it, and it's supposed to heal her at first, at least. Rain goes back down, resets him back to Andy.
Yeah.
Throws away the other chip, and
she starts to leave.
She goes to leave, but the elevator isn't working. Oh, no, they get cornered. And there's a bunch of aliens just coming through. Yeah. And this bitch is smart as fuck because she can't shoot them. She can't do anything. So she goes, oh, I know perfectly. Let's shut off all the...
well, she figures that out by the dad jokes.
Oh, yeah. He says...
Because she's accepting death here at this moment with him.
So she's like, oh... Because his thing about dad jokes is that he does it whenever she's stressed to, like, de-stress her. And God, I wish I remembered the joke he said at this point.
It was something about gravity, so she figures out the gravity thing.
Yeah. Oh, it was like something like, I heard the cause of death. Fucking whatever.
It was something about going up.
Yeah.
So it meant gravity.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she figures it out.
And she turns off all the gravity, all the aliens.
The xenomorphs start floating.
Yeah, and Andy's just holding her down, and she's just shooting them in the air, so all the acid is just Yeah, like with aimbot, bro. That shit was crazy.
Yeah.
And then all the acid is like floating around. So she can kind of maneuver around it.
Yeah.
So cool. Such
Amazing.
a sick scene. And I love that she really pulls herself. And there's a moment where it's like she's kind of fucked and she shoots in the air.
Oh, when she did that, I looked at my man. I was like, she smoked.
I like her. I was like, she is sick.
Yeah.
And they managed to bring back,
they get in through the elevator.
They get to the elevator. It doesn't work because of the gravity thing.
Right. So, but she gets grabbed by a xenomorph, but she shoots it in the arm to get loose, and it makes a bigger hole in the fence, which is, I'm assuming that's the same one that gets through and does the thing. Oh, the joke is coming. So they're climbing up, but then the xenomorph, what happened? Oh, the gravity's starting to shut down.
Yeah, because it's like a timer.
Yeah. So, okay. I'm going to be honest. I thought he was just going to catch her. The gravity shut off, and of course he catches her. No. It just shuts off, and she starts to fall. And I was like, oh, she did.
She's dying. I was like,
and this movie's going to end with Kay surviving, and
Andy?
She's going to end up somewhere, and she's going to fuck everyone over wherever she lands because she's infected. No.
Nope.
He keeps proving me wrong. And
all of a sudden, she gets saved.
She gets Gwen Stacy.
I was like, whoa. But except not really because she made it out.
Right,
of it.
she made it out. but Death caught her because it's going to kill her. I was just so surprised that xenomorph decided to just wrap the tail and not stab her.
And this is why,
so I was like, why?
I think that the Tyler thing. Tyler was a threat. He pulled the gun and it immediately killed him. She wasn't a threat. She just saved her. That's why she didn't kill Kay either, because she wasn't a threat. Just kept her.
Like grabbed her to cocoon her.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Because they need him.
That would make sense.
He was gonna kill them, so he was like, they were just gonna be like, let's just kill him. We don't need him.
Just stab her.
Also, he's a man. They stabbed.
Yeah, she did. It did grab her by stabbing.
Well,
her.
yeah, but not like dead. Like it didn't kill her. That's what I'm saying. Tyler got in the face.
Yeah,
he got.
did.
Yeah. But yeah, I guess that's true.
It's a little weird that it just decided.
It did save
I mean, I was like, okay. I'll have a pet right now.
I want one.
Yeah. But this is the scorched xenomorph. This is the one with the shot head or whatever happened to its head. And it's so cool. It's like electricity going through its head. I was like, is the animatronic malfunctioning?
It was a mistake.
Yeah.
Fedor was like, no, yeah, it's part of the lore.
No, that's so cool though. Like it just looked like it was like electric.
And this is from the trailer. It gets close to her and it's like, she's screaming. It's the iconic shot.
Alien 3 shot. But then there's more xenomorphs coming up now. But the elevator starts to go down, so she saves herself.
Yeah, she kind of like leans back. She's already in a corner and saves, and it goes through it.
But then it's revealed that the xenomorph did the same thing because it learned.
Alien goes, "Hey boo, I'm still here, bitch."
Yeah, I'm like, oh, it's so smart. She shoots this one, right? That's how she gets rid of it.
No, then Andy falls down.
Oh, this is where we get the callback.
He's like shooting him. He goes, "Stay away from her. You bitch."
Yeah.
I love that. She was so good.
Because he pauses. You bitch.
You know what's funny? I didn't think of Aliens. I thought of Mortal Kombat 1. Because in Mortal Kombat 1, Johnny Cage, what was that? I think Melina is kidnapped. And then all the men come over and it's like, oh, we're here to fight you. And then Johnny Cage comes out and goes, get away from her, you bitch. And everyone's like, yo, what? And he's like, what? The movie with the alien? Ripley!
Yeah. yeah, that's so true. I was like, oh, that was the most obvious Easter egg in this movie. Like, loved it.
But it's such a good moment.
Yeah.
I really loved that moment. So then they go back up.
Yep.
This is where it seems like they made it out.
Yep.
They go to the ship, and Rook is like, Andy, do your mission, bitch.
Yeah.
Put it on manual. And apparently Rook was trying to make Andy put it on manual so he can take over the ship and take them to whatever the fuck he wants to take them,
because the specimen's already on the ship. So
that's so the mission's basically done,
and all you really need is a goo to start from fresh.
Exactly.
But I'm gonna be honest, that scorched alien, I thought it was gonna make it longer. Like I thought that alien was gonna sneak on like it typically does, sneak up on the ship.
Nope, that's not what we get.
So Kay gets into cryo sleep, and we're like, okay. So I thought this movie was gonna end with a sadistic ending where we know that she's infected. but we gonna go somewhere while she's in crowd sleeping. You know, maybe Fede will get a sequel.
Yeah, like kind of like leading, because I literally thought, I was like, okay, we done. At first, I was like, oh, kind of underwhelming. I was like, I thought the ending was gonna be more.
Right.
And I was like, damn, this is how this gonna end, huh?
Yeah, like they got these more quick.
Yeah, and then Rain's with the famous outfit, but then all of a sudden, bim, 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 Kay is coming out of her pod and she's freaking the fuck out.
And she's giving a voodoo pregnancy because her stomach is like fucking huge now.
Jennifer Tilly about to come. Oh, fucking little Gigi's gonna come out.
Yeah.
But no, it just starts and her stomach is all big and shit, and there's blood everywhere. And out of nowhere, you see a fucking egg coming out of her.
She gives birth to an egg.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, the fuck is happening?
Yeah, and like the shot of Rain like just looking down. Oh,
so since we're here,
yep.
What I thought was gonna happen, was that Kay was gonna turn into something.
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
Like,
I was like, oh, she's turning.
Yeah, like she's gonna start growing and like maybe she'll be like an alien looking queen or something. Like I thought she was gonna turn, because everyone on Twitter keeps saying the last 15 minutes with a fucking meme of somebody screaming or somebody saying something like, what the hell is even that?
Yeah.
Like, and like I just like, what is happening in this movie? No. She gives birth and then
it's like an egg that it falls into like this like basement thing.
Rain drops it because it's acid.
Yeah.
And it starts opening and you see a white little baby. Yeah. And I was like,
oh, it's the Prometheus people, right?
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
It was an engineer.
Like, oh, it's the engineers.
But I was like, Prometheus is a prequel. They already exist, so it's not that. So then I'm like, okay. And then she leaves.
Oh, God.
And also, Kay's like producing the slime, the alien-looking slime. I was like, what is happening?
Yeah.
So
yeah, it like kind of disappears, right?
Yes.
It's empty. The egg is empty now.
And then you just see something big.
Yeah.
And it just leaves. And then
you're like, what the fuck is it?
Yeah, and then Andy wakes up and he's checking on her, and she's like checking her chest and the slime, and then this huge,
oh my god,
tall, Eustace looking man from Courage the Cowardly Dog,
bro, with the anatomy of
the anatomy of a xenomorph in a way, without a tail just yet,
in the human face of like a weird, like it was almost like a blank canvas, like. And this shot specifically where it's in shadow and he's just like this, bro, that scared the fuck out of me.
Oh, it got me.
I was
the lady next to my man. She was, what the fuck?
I was like completely like frozen still because it's just staring at her, and it's like, I don't know, like fucking 12 feet tall. Like it's just insane. And its back, it's like an alien back, but it's like fleshy.
This is such a callback to Resurrection, to Ripley's baby.
Yeah. Ugh, it's just so gross. And
okay. So when it got closer to her and the second mouth came out, and I was like, okay, it's gonna suck on her titty. Like, I'm not gonna lie.
I thought so too.
I only said it because she was checking her chest, and that's where the slime was coming from. So I was like, oh, it needs to breastfeed. But when it starts feeding on her and the tail starts growing, it was so cool.
And then the tongue is also, it's a tongue, but it has a mouth. Yeah, like the xenomorph. Ugh, it's so fucking gross.
It's so crazy.
Yeah, and this is where Rain is, trying to be a bad bitch, trying to survive. God,
I'm not expecting this. For people that complain about Resurrection because of the alien child, you can't anymore.
No, this is it's like, why are you gonna complain about
here's my thing. Now that we're here, so a lot of people, there's the fans that are like, xenomorph, and then
it's anything different is bad,
right? And then there's the people that are like, no, give us more because whatever. I'm iffy. I don't know where I stand. I love the xenomorph design, but it's interesting when they do things like this because this franchise has experimented so much, and there's so much lore around even the toy lines, and even Alien 3 shows us that whatever the face hugger, whatever the fuck it is, it can take up the DNA of anything. It'll be that thing.
It's like in Mortal Kombat, like it takes up Baraka, so it becomes like a Baraka xenomorph thing.
The Predator becomes a Predalien.
Yeah.
The third one, the dog, the alien becomes a quad whatever it's called. It runs on its four legs and it's faster. It's not as strong, but it's faster.
Yeah.
So it's like, I love that they experiment with these and we get these weird looking creatures.
And I love that.
And it makes me
sci-fi.
And it makes me appreciate Ridley's prequels a little more because
they do experiment with more of the creature designs. Because it had that white pale one with the pointy head.
Well, that's the last one. That one's the one that comes out of the engineers.
Yeah.
And when I was watching Prometheus, I was like, oh, this was an alien movie.
Yeah. You're like, oh, yeah, I forgot.
Now that it ended, I was like, oh. Okay.
Got it.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're... God,
he's sick for this. He was just sick.
It's just he wanted to just be like, now here's the horror element of
I
this
should have
movie.
expected, like, no, you're not going to get the third act you expect.
Nope.
I should have expected this from him.
It's just so creepy. Like, the way he moves, and, I mean, Rain is trying her best. She really
It's
trying.
just so big. And it got a tail, too.
Mm-hmm. It's like, literally, a xenomorph, like, even worse.
So
I don't know how the fuck.
It makes me wonder, because the xenomorph is born from a human, like an adult human, right?
Yeah.
And it comes out like alien. This was born from a fetus because she wasn't even showing stomach yet. So it's just a fetus.
Mm-hmm.
So because of that, it came out looking more human because it's
like evolved.
It's like the first stage of the goo.
Yeah.
It's not a face hugger either. It's the goo with
that,
like the first stages of a human.
Yes.
So it's the first stages of both in a way. So it makes a human looking alien creature.
I guess.
You know what I mean?
Look, if he gets a sequel, he needs to explain the anatomy of that bitch.
I just, I love that it's just so weird that it's science.
Yeah, and it's like a horrific creature. It's like it literally is just like his own Frankenstein, basically.
Yeah.
And or the creature, I should say, the monster.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just horrible. It just looks like a mistake. Like it just.
Honestly, I didn't want it to die.
No, I kind of
wanted it to make it to the end and get a whole movie of just that.
Yeah, because they fight it off. Basically, the only way to fucking kill an alien, that fucking horrible.
The blood, the floor, space.
Exactly. That's just the way it is. And she basically does it, but she is. Is it?
Well, we should say that she kind of homages Ripley and puts on the suit before she does it.
It shrinks to her body.
Yeah, the ship that they're on is holding a cargo hold, so she's trying to let it go. So with the thing inside, so it'll just fall, but she can't because it's fighting her. So she does make the hole. Let me say, and I should say that she is attached to a rope, just like Ripley kind of was too. No, Ripley wasn't. She was it was the gun that I'm thinking. But anyway, when it shoots out. And you hear it scream shoot out with her, I was like, it didn't fall all the way out. There's no fucking way it's ending. And we also don't see it just whee.
Yeah, like the typical shot of it flying away.
So when she's climbing up the ladder,
she's crying.
I was like, it's gonna still be in the ship, and I'm waiting for it. Let me tell you, I haven't been this fucking scared I can't think of you. I can't even think of the last jump scare that got me like this.
This jump scare is so fucked
This
up.
felt like a fucking video game.
Yeah,
like I was playing. And, like
this jump because it feels like Friday the 13th, where it's like the ending is so like, yeah, she made it out, and it's so mystical, and and here's the ending, and boom, the creature's face is just covering the entire
your face.
screen. Oh my, and it's like all like fucked up
with the tongue out.
Yep. Oh my god,
I was so scared.
I just jumped back on my seat. My girlfriend's screaming in the theater. Like, I don't know what the fuck's happening.
Like, I'm genuinely trying to think, like, what's the last thing that scared me to this at this level? Nothing.
Yeah, but then...
I can't think.
Yeah, no. But basically, gets rid of it, shoots, and then she goes, die, you motherfucker. Which, is that, like, does Ripley ever say that? I felt like that was, like, a reference to something. But
it felt, but I don't remember that being...
Yeah, because I know the famous get away from her.
Yeah.
But yeah, she basically leads it out into space. It crashes into Saturn kind of.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was.
I never realized that whatever it is. I never realized that the rings were ice. It's just like ice. I always thought the rings were just mist that just stuck together, like a cloud that just.
They're rocks.
They're rocks. Yeah, I was like, huh.
Unless, I mean, again, I don't know.
But
if
this
that's
one was
supposed
ice.
to be.
It's not Saturn.
It could be. It
just
should be its own
like
planet. But yeah, it's like crashing up into that.
And I love that while it's crashing and burning, all the way at the end, you still see that Romulus is still like crashing and burning.
It's
Yeah.
such a beautiful shot. Like it just looks so pretty. And then you see that Rook is basically getting taken over and getting destroyed as well. And yeah, she just goes back up.
And she does her famous goodbye, saying that she's the only survivor, which is done in like almost all the movies too.
Yeah. She better fucking come back.
Yeah, I know. Well, she's heading to a planet, so it's like, is something still on the ship? Oh, the goo's still on the ship.
The goo is still on the ship.
Yeah, that's true.
But it's like in Covenant, kind of like it ends with like the eggs being preserved. Like it's like I feel like that's also kind of a trend where it's like.
So so that's not release. That's not the fault of the movie. That's the fault of the movie not being successful.
Oh, I see.
That
it was,
we
like,
didn't
it was leading to something.
So if I remember, Covenant was supposed to lead into Aliens 2. The girl that he leaves in Covenant, you know how she realizes that he's the evil one, and she's like, she is the one that gets turned into the alien queen. The alien queen in Aliens is her.
Yes. Gotcha. Okay.
That's why he was experimenting on Shaw. He was trying to make the queen out of her, but experiments I guess didn't go well. It's a whole
trial and error, baby.
Right.
Trial and error.
So then anyways, yeah, it was Covenant was supposed to lead into Aliens, and that the survivor, I forgot her name. She was supposed to be the alien queen.
Gotcha. Yeah, so it's like, but this movie kind of feels where it's like now they ends with them having
the goo there. So where are we going? A lot of people are. I've seen a couple of people on saying, give us David's third. I don't know if it's David the bad one. I just know his name was David.
Yeah. I think it is David.
Give us his third movie.
Yeah, I mean it's true. It got cut short, so it's just Michael Fassbender's a lot older now. It's like a huge difference too. I guess you can say Alien Resurrection is the very end, because they just land on Earth. Oh really? And Ripley gives her final words. Sounds boring. But it's also 300 years after all of these. Oh, I see. So it's like so there's a lot of more you can tell up to that point. Yeah, I feel like you can always add more. Like, I mean, Freddy added so much lore. And honestly, it doesn't have to be the same cast. No. It could be at any fucking station. As long as Wayland Yutani's attached to the name, there's probably going to be some sneaky shit going on. Yeah, of course. But that's basically our end of the movie, right? Yeah. Yeah, no post credit, no nothing like that. So yeah, you ready for Letterboxd, baby? Mm-hmm. All right. So like we do with every movie, we give this movie a rating and a review. So Carlos, what was your rating and review? I give it a 20-star. Oh damn! Shit, you watched it like 20 times. Just give it 4 times each, 5 stars each. So yeah, I gave Alien Romulus a 5 out of 5 with a heart, and I wrote a novel. Wow. So here I go. Fede walked into the studio to serve, slay, and have a whole buffet with the xenomorph. Were crumbs left? Absolutely not. This is the kind of alien movie I've been wanting. I laughed, cried, and screamed. The score was good. Ain't nobody heard you. Sorry. Nope, no. The score was good. The acting was amazing. The characters were believable and likable. And the cinematography, how beautiful it was. I can blabber on, but just know that this movie fucked. The last 15 minutes were so unexpected. I walked out of the theater with my hair a mess. The many times I kept putting my hands on my head. Wow. I literally walked down and looked at myself in the mirror. Oh, goddamn. Because I kept going like this. Same, bro. Same. Oh, my God. It's so good. I agree. I gave this also a 5. And I wrote, we kind of wrote similar things too. I said, this movie eats, slaps, and fucks hard. Okay. The score was mystical and mysterious. The set design was fucking amazing. And the third act was just nightmarish. I fucking love this. Mm-hmm. I personally think this might be Fede Alvarez's best movie. I love Evil Dead 2013. Well, he's evolving. Yeah. As he goes, as he directs more. And it feels like he learns and experiments too. I really love that he just experiments and delves in deep. Like, it's like he did his homework for this. Yes he did. You can tell he did his homework and his research. And he said that he wanted this movie to be like filled with Easter eggs. He wanted this to be for the fans. Like, he is a fan himself, so it's like obviously like it's the best person to make a movie for this. And yeah, I think this movie, if it's not perfect, it's pretty fucking close to it, at least. I mean, to be honest, give this man
at least one entry in every franchise.
He'll make it work.
He'll
revive it.
Oh, trust me. He revived Evil Dead and he revived Alien
It's
again.
true. It is very true. And
now people want more. And I mean, Evil Dead now has continued.
yeah,
10 years later.
it's still happening. There's a animated show. There's a video game. There was a video game. Now there's another video game coming out.
2 movies.
Yeah, like this shit. It's basically Fede Alvarez revived that series.
And we're getting an Alien series next year.
And he's already showing interest in directing and writing Alien vs. Predator.
Let's fix that one too.
And he said he wants to direct half of it with his co-writer as directing the other half.
Yep.
Would be fucking amazing.
Let's fix Alien vs. Predator because it needs to be fixed.
Let's fix Requiem. Let's just erase that movie from existence, actually. I think he's a very talented person. I think he really shows a lot of potential. He learns. In Evil Dead, he really delves into the horror. In this one, he really delves into the sci-fi and adds his little flavor of horror. And it works so beautifully. And I
didn't mention this. You know when the brother died? And she goes back to save the android Andy, and she looks up where he died, and the blood is just coming down like a waterfall.
Yeah,
girl, so good. Anyways,
but it's just again, I can't wait to
I can't wait to rewatch it.
Yeah,
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna watch it every day.
Damn, okay.
Until I get tired.
And now one day he's gonna, Jonathan, I don't like this movie. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Like Dominion.
It was the last movie I saw on IMAX until this one. So
yeah, and how was it on IMAX?
Oh my god, amazing!
Awesome.
It was great.
That's awesome. Daddy of the movie.
Daddy, chill.
Archie. Oh, well, that's his real name. Tyler.
Tyler. Yeah, I have to give it to Rain.
That's
I think Rain was just so smart. Like, she's such a clever character in an unbelievable way too. It's not like she just does the right decision because she's the main character. Yeah. Like, she never felt safe. I loved it. I love her performance.
Like I said, I didn't think anyone was gonna I thought this was gonna be an Alien story that was gonna end here.
Yeah, I was like, that's it.
And then the next movie is just somewhere else with some other people.
Yep, I can totally see that. Second would be Andy. I think Andy, for me, he stole my heart. I thought he was fantastic, so sweet, and I'm glad they brought him back at the end. That was very sweet. Best kill, we kind of already talked about it, but yeah, mine is Taylor's.
I know, and I know you say it was like it you know, thinking about it, it's kind of anticlimactic because his chest just kind of explodes, and I'm like, what happened? But like, I just love the blood just falling on him, and it's just his body disintegrating.
Yeah, the scene as a whole, incredible. It's true. It's like we never really see that. We always see them like burning, and they're like, and they run away. And that's it. Yeah. But that scene, like the melting and everything, is so sick and gross. But yeah, that's basically it.
Yeah, I think so. There might be more I want to talk about. Yeah, I just can't think of it right now.
Yeah, no, that's okay.
Yeah,
we have an episode next week, but do you hear that? Wow, it's the Roulette of Horror. So obviously we didn't roll it last week, so
no. And I just wrote Alien Romulus on every single slot.
Oh, look at that, a rewatch. All right, Carlos. Wait, okay, I'll do it. Wait. Like this.
You got it?
Yeah, I think I got it.
Ready?
Right, let's go.
1, 2.
Try so loud.
Yeah.
All right, let's go. And
so immaculate.
Immaculate Conception. He's a little special.
I couldn't erase whatever. Anyways, immaculate.
Wow, that just came in Hulu too.
I know.
That's perfect timing.
Hey.
So there you go. Sydney Sweeney.
Yep.
And that's her movie, right? That she produced too?
I think so.
Oh shit. Okay. Girl.
I'm a little nervous.
You're a little nervous?
I'm a little nervous because I don't want to compare it to another movie
that we covered already for Selman. I see. I don't know anything about this movie. I don't know either. All I know is that she produced it.
I'm gonna say it right here. It seems to be a thing where I've read, depending on which one you watch first, is the one you're gonna like.
Oh.
Because they're kind of similar.
Okay. So it looks like a religious horror.
So I'm just hoping that I'm gonna go in this with open arms.
Okay.
And give it its chance.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, of course. That's what we do. We're here fair with the Horror Daddies. But okay, there you go. So if you haven't watched it, it's on Hulu.
Yeah.
So if you have that bundle, make sure you don't sue Disney because you won't be able to sue them.
Okay.
All right. So yeah, basically, thank you so much for listening and watching. If you want to support us directly, everything is down below.
Yeah.
You have a merch and everything. Just leaving a comment. Let us know what you think of Romulus if you're gonna watch it. Yeah, I think that's basically it. No.
Oh no, we didn't. Yeah, guys, leave comments so I can like read them.
Just say hi.
Anything.
What's up? I'll be like, yo,
How you doing? You know what I mean?
what demons have you fought?
Did we didn't go?
We just jumped into the movie.
I know, because it was such a good movie. Did you fight any?
I did fight one this morning. I went to Costco.
Oh.
And you know, as a night shifter, I get hungry in the mornings, right?
Right.
So I don't eat eggs and I don't eat breakfast because it's my dinner.
Mm-hmm.
So I got a pizza.
Okay.
And some fucking old ass hag.
It's always the old ones.
Oh, pizza. That's a champion. What's this she says?
Breakfast of Champions?
Breakfast of champions, huh? Why don't you just fuck off, lady? Fuck you. What?
You ain't special, bitch.
What's the old people name?
Susan?
Susan? Why don't you just fucking go back home and do Sudoku or some bullshit? Like, what the fuck? Leave me alone.
Okay.
Like, what do you just have to assume that I'm normal like all of you? Obviously, I'm not. I'm fucking eating pizza at 9 in the morning.
Why are you serving it if you're going to comment on it?
Yeah, exactly. Like, what the fuck? I was so like, wow, this bitch about to get some hands.
Okay.
Nah, she wasn't, but yeah, that's basically, her name was Susan. That's the demon I fought. Did you find any demons?
You know, I had a pretty good week.
That's good.
Because I was looking forward to this.
Nice shirt.
Oh, thank you. You got it for me when we first met.
Mm-hmm. I did.
Yeah. Thank you. LV426. No, not really. Just a couple days at work were really hard, but other than that, can't complain.
That's good.
Oh, I went to the doctor. Got my results back.
Oh, good?
Yeah, everything
Positive?
good. Mm-hmm.
Let's go. Guys, you see?
I'll tell you
Horror
more.
Daddies will continue.
I'll tell you more after.
All right. Good. Yeah.
Yeah.
OSHA.
Yeah. But, yeah. Oh, good.
That's good. So, guys, you heard it right here. Horror Daddies are not going anywhere.
No.
I thought I was going to have to host a show by myself.
No, man.
You'll be in the hospital bed. I'm like, yo, hey, Slashers is Queens.
Welcome to the Horror Daddies Podcast.
With the nurse next to you, like,
Yeah. Nurse, have you seen this movie?
oh, shit. All right, well, that's good. I'm glad you had a good week.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty, so I think that's it. So thank you so much for watching.
Thank you, and remember,
Stay spooky, stay sexy, and remember,
no one can hear you scream in space. See you in your dreams or in space.
Horror Daddies.
bye guys.
Bye.